Tapobihi kshina papanam shantanam vitaraginam mumukshunam apekshoyam atmabodho vidhiyate. So that is the Mangala Charanam. That is the shloka Shankaracharya has composed, giving the reasons why he is writing Atmabodha. We'll come to that a bit later because we're still trying to understand ourselves through understanding the animal life. So sometimes that contrast helps. So some of the new people may be thinking, this is what is it? It's turning out to be a zoology class or something. No, no, no. This is not zoology. I'm not a zoologist, so you don't have to worry. And zoology means you have to study the entire animal, their body, their defense mechanisms, their habitats, and their food, and their lifespan. All that will go on and on for each animal. That's what zoology is. How they are threatened, how to protect them. All these must be topics in zoology. But no, here we are trying to analyze the turtle. Just an example. And what it does is it helps us understand ourselves properly. If the animal is not understood, then we will not appreciate what I am going to say about ourselves, the human being. So we last time we said that this turtle seems to be worry free, not fear free, but worry free. Make a note. I didn't say fear free. āhāra nidrā bhaya maithunaṃ sāmānyametat paśubhirnarāṇām. āhāra, food, nidrā, sleep, bhaya, fear, maithunaṃ, reproduction. It's common to all living beings. Common. Then something is different. We'll come to the difference shortly. I'm not there yet. So you can see, Vedanta is not to be taken for granted. I do not take it for granted, even today. Because that fundamental problem has to be understood carefully. And once you understand it, then the solution is shines at you like nothing else. So I'm just a bit cautious because a lot of new students are there. And there is a particular way of unfolding it. So turtle leads a life without much ado. Dogs lead a life without much ado or ado. And they have dog competitions. In America, I was stunned when I saw dog. These competitions are there. And I'm sure it must be there in India also. But if you want to see real dog competitions, you should turn on the TV, go to YouTube, Google these things, and then you will see all kinds of things. So the dog competition is going on, and they decide which dog, how to judge all these dogs, and then whatever, some agility and looks, so many things are criteria are there, and then first prize. So they have the dogs are now standing in that pedestal, first prize, second prize, third prize, then consolation fourth, consolation fifth. Okay, imagine five dogs are standing. I hope you know all these things. These days I don't know if they are doing this, but those days we used to have that. So the steps, those they should be standing on those steps. So now these five dogs are there standing, and there is applause, and all these dogs are all excited because they have not seen this kind of stuff before. And so the consolation prize dog also is excited, the first also is excited, and none of the dogs know anything about first prize, second prize, third prize, consolation 1, consolation 2. None of the dogs know anything. They are just enjoying. They're just doing like this, shaking their tail and all. But then behind the dogs, the owner is standing. Owners are standing. The respective owners are standing. Correct? Huh? Respective owners are standing. Are they also like this? Aha, aha, no? Are they? You know what? The first prize guy is pretty happy, no doubt about that. The consolation five, the fifth dog, you know what happened? Last 3 years, he's the title holder. He's not the title holder. His dog is the title holder. Last 3 years. Now, fifth. Now tell me, please tell me. Please tell me, is he also very happy like the dog? Like his dog? No, no. Why? Why? That shows the difference between the human and the animal. This guy is furious. This guy is trying to put a smile on his face, trying hard to put a smile on his face like this. Sometimes we have to smile, no, for camera and all. Somebody's taking a picture means you have to smile. And when you want a smile, the smile won't come. And it'll be painful to smile at that time. So you keep on doing it. And they don't take a picture, one more, two more, and all they keep saying, and then finally they keep doing like this. So this guy is trying to put up a smile because he's going to go home and this dog is going to get a beating. 8,000 times I've given you this training, this jumping, hurdles, and then looks, and then standing on two legs. Everything I trained you. Lifting one paw and then the another arm. Like this I trained you. Every day I've been doing it. Is this the way you behave today? What happened to all the training I gave? That's it. This is the human being. He's behaving exactly like a human being. And how does dog behave? Exactly like a dog. It'll be wagging its tail. And he doesn't know. He doesn't know what this guy is talking. Just now we had fun. What's your problem? Even that it can't say. It'll just be doing something. God knows what. It just does something and sits down like this because there is a relationship. And so the dog understands the emotions of this person. And so happy emotion is there and sad emotion, angry, all that it somewhat understands. So it just does like this maybe. This is how things are. And similarly, the neighbor's dog bit you. And you've told him so many times that you take care of his dog, he didn't listen, and finally one day it bit you. You decided to go to the court to give a lesson to this guy, otherwise he won't listen. So went to the court. Now the judge gives a punishment. Okay? To whom does he give punishment? He gives the punishment to the neighbor. Some fine, etc. is given. But the neighbor says, no, I did not bite him. Why are you giving me all these penalties? Judge will not accept this argument. You know why judge can't accept this argument? He says the dog has no free will at all. The dog is under your control. You are the one who should have leashed the dog. The dog's behavior you and I cannot control. And so dog cannot be blamed for what it does. Why? Because dog's behavior is based on instinct, my dear friend. The dog has no free will. Kartrutvam nasti. Shunake. So therefore, dog cannot have it, and therefore punishing dog and all is just unheard of, and it won't work. You are the one that needs to pay this penalty. That is the thing. That is it. Even though the dog bit. Dog. So we appreciate. This kartrutvam is very important in Vedanta to appreciate. And so the dogs will not have any feelings like this. There is a Chihuahua. Chihuahua is a small dog. And you have a pet Chihuahua dog. And the Chihuahua dog saw the Doberman. Doberman is a big dog. And it looks ferocious also. Like this, it's the Chihuahua saw the Doberman. Because I have a Chihuahua and he has a Doberman. And the Chihuahua looks at the Doberman, immediately runs and comes, climbs, and then comes here next to you like this. Why? But it doesn't say Wow, look at that dog. How majestic he is. I wish I was like the Doberman. Correct? What muscles are there? What walking? Look, he is walking. Everybody is watching this dog. Nobody is watching me. I'm so small. No, no such idea. No such jealousy. No such victimization of oneself. No such ideas which in a human being ruins the life of a human being. Ruins. That's it. This thought is in a bit ruins. Compare with others, judge. No such judgment. Neither the judgment of the other dog is there, nor the judgment of myself. This dog, me dog, Chihuahua dog is there. No self judgment is there. Okay. Therefore, Swamiji gives an example of cows. Cows. Here what happens? They buy and sell cows. Cows are important. Cows give milk, obviously. And so when somebody wants cows, they go to there is a market where they sell cows. And then you buy 5 cows, 10 cows, 15 cows, you sell, all this happens in that market. And so there, the price of the cow depends on many things. Its ability to produce milk, okay, its overall health, its looks, its breed, Gir cow versus this cow versus that cow. There are many breeds of cows. And all that decides what price a cow fetches. Okay. Now, some cow got big because its horns were all very symmetrical horns. Horns symmetrical? Like that. Symmetrical horns. There's another cow which fetched 20,000 rupees less. Why? Because its horns were not symmetrical, but it was somewhat crooked like this. Like this, like this, like this. Of course. Fetches less price. But when these two cows come close to each other, this cow with asymmetrical horns doesn't look at the other cow and says, "Look how beautiful the other cow is. I wish my horns were that good. I wish my horns were that picture perfect like this." No cow thinks like this. Whereas the human being can spend hours and hours and hours looking at myself in the mirror and then worrying about my looks. It's one thing to just do something to the face and come outside, but it's entirely different to spend hours on this, how the face looks, how the body looks, how the dress looks, and on and on and on. There is no end at all. How do you know there is no end? Well, all you have to do is go to the department store. Department store. Even to the lady is gone inside, even to choose the lipstick, she is taking 1 hour. To choose the lipstick itself takes 1 hour. Means how much time she will be spending at home? You please tell me. This is all my own thinking. I don't know. So this is how we spend our time. This buddhi, which is supposed to be unique to the human being, is just spent on all these things. Why? Self-judgment. Self-awareness self-consciousness is very high. Extremely high. So high that no other species in this universe can have that kind of awareness. If there is that kind of awareness in some other planet, in some other galaxy, then that person, that entity will have the same problems that we human beings have. Correct? You can confidently say that. It doesn't matter if they have 3 hands, 5 hands, horns also, they can have nothing. But if that self-awareness, self-consciousness is there, then it will automatically have self-judgment. It means that species in that galaxy. Self-judgment. I will judge myself and I will judge the world. I will compare. I will just, if I'm not careful, I will just ruin my life just spending, comparing and jealousy and this, that. All problems will be there. Some people have serious problems, some people have not so serious problems. That is the only difference between human beings. Correct? And so, then inferiority complex. All these things are there. So that's how we analyze the life of the human being through the animal to realize that we have this self-consciousness is there. Okay, let's start with that. That is why when we look at the animal and if I ask the question, why do animals not have emotional problems? If somebody says, no, the animal is able to detach itself from what it is doing. Asangaha. I heard one answer was there. Asangaha. It is somehow not, it does what it does and then it is just watching what happens. It's wrong. It's wrong because it gives me the impression that somehow this animal is very evolved and it's a yogi, karma yogi. No, animal is not a karma yogi. It gives that impression. Somehow it gives us the impression, oh, it doesn't worry about all these things. It has decided that I will do what I want and it's not worth spending time over all these things. All looks and all that. No, that gives me the impression that somehow this cow or dog or turtle has worked through all its emotional problems, has analyzed its problems and said, and went to a psychologist and read all these self-help books and then somehow worked on itself and it has become normal and become very emotionally grounded. No, the animal does not need to get emotionally grounded because it doesn't have any such problem because it is not self-conscious. Therefore, we have to be careful how we answer that question, why animals do not have emotional problems. Answer is simple. They are programmed. They don't have self-consciousness and they are programmed. Instinct. Their behavior is based on instincts only. Instinct means what? If you ask, I will say instinct means they are programmed to behave in a certain way. They are programmed to eat certain types of things. The cow is programmed to eat grass and hay and things like that. Maybe some leaves it can eat. Even all leaves it won't eat. It won't eat. Bananas it likes. And then you give orange one day. My poor cow, this one cow always eats bananas only. I want to give it orange. It will just smell and then drop it off. Orange is good for you, vitamin C. Mm-mm, it can't. Programmed. Why? Programmed. Programmed. All this completely programmed. And that's the Ishvara's Srishti is like that. There are beings which are like that. That is why people like to have pets. I used to think why a person has a pet. It's good, nothing wrong. I used to love also at one point we had a dog at home and all. And it's good to have somebody there and love for animals is there. It's important. We should have pets and the children should appreciate animal world and it comes through the pet. So when I can love my pet, I can love other animals also. When I won't hurt my pet, that means you should not hurt the birds. You can't go take a gun and start shooting all the birds. Can't do that. So hopefully that kind of mindset will come. But then there is another reason why people have pets. Some people have pets. And that is because she talks back at me, he talks back at me, my children talk back at me, nobody respects me. But guess what? That my pet is, I love my pet. Why I love your pet? Nobody asked that question. But real answer is, this dog will not talk back at me. That's it. And if I say come, it will come. If I say sit, it will sit. If I say let's go for a walk, it will just come, nod and come, and it just comes along with me. It doesn't, it doesn't want. I can now give so many examples. You already came up with examples. It didn't ask, I'm not in a mood right now. This mood, this is human being, mood. I'm not in a mood right now. You are pulling me too fast all the time. I hate you for this. No such thing. Simply he just comes. That is why I love my pet. This is the psychology behind pets. And of course, people take advantage of the psychology, and the pet industry in America used to watch. Oh boy. Huge, huge, huge. Anyway, it's, for us, what we learn from that is psychology. This is what's happening. And rather than solve my emotional problems, I have more and more pets. Again, nothing wrong in having pets. Please keep your pets with you. It's good. If you have pets, you take care of them. Very important. Some people take care of dogs. They have some 15, 20, 30 dogs in their houses. Cats will be there. They love it. That they have that mindset. Nothing wrong. We need such people to take care of our animals. No doubt about that. So, I said earlier, āhāra, nidrā, bhaya, maithunaṃ cha, sāmānyametat paśubhirnarāṇām. Pashu and naraha. Naraha means human being. Sāmānyametat. These four are common to all these animals and human beings. Then what is difference? Dharmo hi teṣāmadhiko viśeṣa. And then dharmo hīnāḥ paśubhiḥ samānāḥ. Okay, dharma. Dharma is that which is unique to human beings. And if you take dharma out, he says, then the human being is no different than the animal. That is why when we look at people, we say, what is this? What kind of life is this? So animal instincts, they say animal instincts. Because dharma is not there. Proper thinking is not there. You've been given a buddhi. And another version of the shloka is what? Buddhirhi tesham adhiko viśeṣa. There's a word called buddhi there instead of dharma. Both finally mean the same thing. Buddhirhi tesham. Okay. Scientists also tell us that human brain is it's the biggest, and it's able to process and all that. We know all these things. But buddhi alone is not enough. That is why dharma is a better word. I like dharma better. Because buddhi vechundu enna panna mudiyum? What do you do with the buddhi? If I am sad and depressed, then what buddhi? The buddhi is that I have is not helping me. It is actually victimizing me. I wish I did not have the human buddhi. I wish I were an animal. Even the animal is happy, I am not happy. Correct? Suppose somebody gets this thought, how sad it is. The street dog is just going every day. It comes and wags the tail and comes. Street dog is happy. It looks like that. And so, we are saying that animals are not self-conscious. Humans are self-conscious. Animals are not self-aware. Same thing. Self-conscious, self-aware. Not self-aware, self-aware. And therefore, animals are not self-judgmental. Humans are self-judgmental. These three words you just keep in mind. Okay. And because humans are self-conscious, self-aware, and self-judgmental, okay, they have aspirations, they have goals, they have ambitions, okay, they have plans for the future. They can think of the past and brood over the past. They can do all these things. Animal does not need any goals. That the dog owner tells the dog, Our goal for the next year, you have come fifth. I am very disappointed. I am sure. Now, after he shouts at the dog, he now tells the dog, no, I have to be kind to this dog. And then he says, okay, 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 that's fine. We forget what all I said. Next year, our target should be one again. First. What will the dog do? Tell me. What target? What first? What are you talking? But the human being can have all these things, will have all these things. Targets. Aspirations are there. I want to be this, I want to be that. I haven't had a promotion in 3 years. My boss is, I need to make an appeal to my company. Okay, that is aspiration. I'm not satisfied with how things are right now. I need to push forward. I need to be somebody else next year. By this time next year, I have to be somebody else. So there is a dissatisfaction. These are all legitimate. Aspirations, goals are all legitimate. But there is package deal, thali. So when I say I want this, I'm implying that I am not quite happy with how things are right now. Okay. That disenchantment is always there. So something is not right with me right now. Something is just not right. Everything was right for some time, but now things are not right. I want this, I want that, I need to buy a car. Okay, that means what? My not having a car right now is causing some problem for me, is not keeping me happy. So this idea of car buying has come. It is now very big. And family also, everybody agrees that we need a car. So until we have a car, everybody is just waiting for that moment. So there is that sense of lack of fulfillment, incompleteness, inadequacy. These words we use. We don't use the word happiness that much, even though happiness is something we want. But this happiness is so fickle, it just goes up and down, correct? It's a very loose word. It's very experiential word. It's purely experiential, and experience is anybody's guess whether I am happy now or not happy now. No, I'm not that unhappy, but constantly only. It's just either it's or based on that you have to figure out whether I'm happy or not. So this happiness going up and down is there, but we say the sense of inadequacy is always there. Even when I am happy, I am afraid that I won't be happy. Next moment, I won't be happy. Tomorrow, I don't know how it's going to be. Anxiety is there along with my happiness. It's there. Nothing wrong. This is how it is. This is how the setup is. We are not blaming ourselves for anything. Please understand all that. We are trying to understand who we are. So, all right. I think we can move forward. We don't have to now latch on to our discussion on animals and all that. We know enough about animals, and we are beginning to appreciate that human predicament, uniqueness of the human being self-aware. Self-awareness is not a problem. It is not a problem. Self-awareness is a blessing. Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti. That Ichha Shakti is self-awareness. Because I am self-aware, I can want things. Cow also wants things, dog also wants things, but they are all very basic, need-based things. I need food. Dog will say, I need eat some meat. Cow will say, I need some grass. That's all. That is the only Shakti they have. But because I'm self-aware, now my needs, my demands, my desires can be anything. Anything you think of can be a desire for me. So the human being looks at the moon and just says, how will it be to go to moon? No animal can get this thought, correct? No animal can get this kind of idea. But the human being can say, I wish we could go to moon. And sure enough, he is able to go to moon. Means what? When Bhagavan gives us that Ichha Shakti, Bhagavan also gives us the ability to fulfill that Ichha. Please make a note of this. Without giving that Shakti to fulfill, there can't be an Ichha Shakti. It's not possible. If it is like that, the creation is faulty. If you give me the desire to have this dosa, this and that, and I can't have dosa, then you made me helpless. Now, I may not be able to have dosa because I don't know how to make dosa, or I may not have cash to buy dosa, go to the hotel and buy dosa. All those problems are all there. But given all those things, I can have dosa. Having dosa is possible, and therefore a desire for dosa is also perfectly fine. That is why sometimes the parents and teachers will counsel their children by saying, yeah, you want to be an astronaut, that's good. But do you know what it takes to be an astronaut? Like that. Some reality check we have to tell them. So that they can calibrate, because the children, they don't know, what's practical, what's not practical, consequences, this, that, they may not know. But once the adult is there, the adult can decide, no, I want to be an astronaut. So I want to train for it. I'm already an astronautical engineer. Sorry, aeronautical engineer. I'm forgetting these names. Aeronautical engineer, not astronautical engineer. Aeronautical engineer. So now I can advance myself. Okay. So, having said that, we now have to look at this human being, and we have to talk about what is the human being really wanting. What does he really want? Is there something? I mean, everybody is doing so many things. We want so many things. My list of wants is not your list of wants. Your list of wants is not her list of wants. Her list of wants is not his list of wants. We are doing different things. And there are some similarities in our desires also. Simple need for food is there, need for shelter is there, clothing is there. These are all basic needs. So there are some basic needs, and there are some very special needs which are unique to people also. Somebody says, I like to go sightseeing. I might say, yeah, I used to do all that, but now that desire is zero. Suppose I say, it's not there at all. It's not there. Somebody says, I like to go places, not sightseeing, but places. Places, because places are too many to see. And somebody else says, no, it's okay. Please go. It's fine. I'm fine by myself. So these are all very not basic desires. These are all special desires. Viśeṣa ragaha and basic. Samānya ragaha. Samānya ichhaha. So now we are getting into the topic of Purusharthaha. That topic, those who don't know, many of you have heard this, but others, you should make a note. Key word here is Purusharthaha. Purushaihi arthyate iti Purusharthaha. That which is arthyate, desired by Purushaha, human beings, is called Purusharthaha. In Sanskrit, the word will reveal its meaning. The word has in it the meaning. It's not, English is not like that. Some words in English are like that, but in general, you can't make that statement about English. In general, you can't. All right. So, Purushaihi Arthyate. What is commonly desired by human beings? All right. We're going to list these things now, and we'll talk more about it in the next class. Arthaha. First one, Arthaha. Second one, Kamaha. Third one, Dharmaha. Dharma. Fourth one, I won't tell now. We'll come to it later. These three are the most fundamental desires of a human being. One more is there. Chaturvida Purushartha. Fourth is there. We'll come to it later. So, Artha. What is Artha? Artha. Artha. In our Tamil Nadu, they do Artha. They will do like this. They have a pretty symbol. They have a symbol like this. They do something. If it means, you know what it means? It means, what? Tell me how much. It's a language, code language it is. Code language. Artha edha irka means, tell me what is, will I get anything out of this? How much will I get? How much are you going to give me under the table? That is the meaning. Artha. And one parent says, "Oh, government job, that's so good." Why it's so good? Because you can make money under the table also. One parent is saying this like this to the son who got a job. That's how our thinking is. What to do? What to do? Anyway, under the table also you can get this. Artha. That is called artha. Artha means what? Not cash. Artha means security. That which gives you security is called artha, and all human beings, including animals, need security first and foremost. And how do I get that security? Food, shelter, and clothing, we said earlier. Okay, let's use that. Food is needed. Without food, I can't survive. Few days I can survive maximum. And you hear all these stories from floods and these earthquakes and all that. The child was there, taken out of the rubble after 4 days, 5 days, and all. So somehow it survived. Okay, so that is security. Food, shelter, clothing. But food, shelter, and clothing alone now cannot give me security. I need okay, shelter is there, but I need even more. I need to secure my family. I need to secure my future also. Correct? Human security is not like animal security. Animal also wants security. It will go collect some nuts and bolts from here and there and keep it here. Not bolts, but nuts, and keep it like this for some time. It will keep, and then it gives it to the baby, and then it eats, and then for a winter day it maybe stores a little maximum. Most animals don't even store. A dog will not store. I've not seen dogs storing anything, going into a corner under a tree and keeping it. They don't do all these things. This idea of saving for the future is not there in animals. Please make a note. Not there at all. Zero means zero. Some animals do a little more because winter and all, the winter does some wonders. The snow and ice and -10 and -20 and -30. So then they go into hibernation and behavior is a little different. But even there, they are not storing for the 10 years from now, 15 years from now, life insurance, auto insurance, health insurance, this insurance, that insurance. My God. All that is what? Artha, correct? It comes under the category of artha. Because I can secure my family, myself. If I should die today, then my family should not suffer. Okay, good. Security. Artha. I don't need to talk more about artha. Anything, investment, this, that. Kama. Next, second, category number 2, kama. Kamaha. Once I have secured myself, now I have some cash to spend. What am I going to do with all that? Let's take a vacation. Ayodhya, we have not been. We have not been here. We have not been there. India tourism is improving and Modi is doing a lot of things. And so we have places to go and see. Does it come under artha or what? It doesn't come under artha because whether you go to Ayodhya or not, it doesn't change your life. I'm talking about not Ayodhya, maybe not a good example. Whether you go to this Brindavan gardens or not, it doesn't. You don't. You are secure. Security is not. No, no, I want to see. My friends have seen. Now I don't know which category it comes. I don't know which category it comes. Are you going to enjoy Brindavan Gardens or not? If your answer is yes, then that is kama. If you say my friends have seen Brindavan Gardens, therefore I must see. Now I don't know. Now I don't know. This is artha. It is going into artha category, correct? Because even when I am there, I'm not going to enjoy Brindavan Gardens because I'm going to take pictures. I have to post it on Facebook right away. I have to post it. Otherwise, what kind of life you are leading? How will people know that you've gone to Brindavan Gardens? Shouldn't they know that you've gone? Yes. That's it, over. Now it is not karma anymore. It is now coming into artha. Look at that. Look at how the psychology is working. Artha category. Simple enjoyment also not possible. If I push things into artha category. That is just by the way. So karma. Karma is all these optional, what do you call it? They have a word for it. All these things that are optional. But simple pleasures of life. Pleasure. Karma means what? Pleasure. Let's go have an ice cream. We have time. Wow. You have time? Really? Did you say you have time? Wow, that's a great thing to hear. Somebody said, I have time. Bah, I'm waiting to hear that. Okay, everybody is saying, I don't have time. Even senior citizens here are saying, I don't have time. I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time. Good. Keep doing good things in life and you should not have time. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. My father was telling me yesterday, you're doing a lot of things and you should also eat properly. These parents, I tell you, this Shruti will not never change. Shruti, the Shruti, back in the concert, the lady is always doing this. Toing, toing. That will not change. Okay, I'm 61, he's 91. Okay, he's still, this is automatic. This is a non-thinking mind talking. I had to tell my father, don't worry. If I don't have a meal, it will remind me and I'll start getting headache and all that. If you see me not having a headache, it means my stomach is full and I'm taking care of my stomach. So don't worry. This is my argument yesterday with my father. Anyway, so artha kama. We'll come back to all these things. These are all important things and beautiful things. It will make us think about things we may not have thought about. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.